Hey guys. Um, Normally whenever I jump on these videos, I keep it like short and sweet. But I have a whole lot I want to share with you tonight, so I'm just going to get started right away. And we're going to go through this as quickly as we can so that I can get as much info to you as I can, and just like maybe hopefully like we'll stick to like 20 minutes tops. So I want to know if you are catching this live. Put an emoji in the comments. Let me know how your night's going so I know that you're seeing this live. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions while I'm going through this. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. So if you ask a question in the comments and I don't answer you right away, I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see them right away. So I'll get to those. If I don't get to them in the live, I'll get to you whenever I can. So like I said, if you're catching this live, give me an emoji in the comments. Let me know you're here. And if you're catching this on a replay, just type in replay so I know that you're catching the replay too. I want to talk tonight a little bit about, well, not a little bit, but a lot of it about why I stopped using CBD oil and what I started using instead. A friend of mine just said that that she got snacks and food so that she could watch this. Good. I have my lemonade and my CBD in my water right now. So like I said, I stopped using CBD oil and I found something else that works so much better. And I wanted to tell you about it tonight because it's made such a difference in my life. And I have been able to share it with so many more people. You would not believe, I am still shocked at the amount of people that I've made friends with that I've never talked to in my entire life, because we've kind of bonded over this and the things that we've gone through that led us to this. So, one of the reasons why I started using CBD in the first place is because I had a whole lot going on, and I needed to find something that would help me feel like human again. I was not sleeping. I was constantly had the munchies for things that I like, salty and sugar. And you leave a bag of candy in my house, hide it. It's gone. Because if I find it, it's gone. Well, that's still kind of the case, but not for the same reasons. But I was finding myself searching for something to help me cope. And I realized that I didn't need anything to help me cope. I just needed to help me find some balance in my life. And I reached out to a friend of mine and I said, tell me about what it is that you're using, because clearly everything's going all right with you right now. And so she told me about it, and she talked to me about CBD oil, this thing that she was using. And I was like, okay, so I tried it. And for a little while, it worked. It was great. And then all of a sudden, I needed more and more and more to get what I needed from this oil than I thought that was necessary. I was putting this oil in my body, and when you use an oil-based product in your body, your liver has to filter it out before you even get any of the good stuff. So I'm constantly was like putting more and more pressure on my liver to feel better, and I realized that it just wasn't working anymore. So we all talked about it, and my new friends that I found, and an old friend of mine, and we discovered this company called Bioreigns. And they created a proprietary way to wrap a CBD molecule in a carbohydrate and make it water dissolvable. So they took something that's not very bioavailable, and all of a sudden you can absorb it into your skin. You can absorb it like under your tongue. You can absorb it almost immediately. It's in your system, and it doesn't have to go through that secondary filtering process through your liver in order to get the benefits of this CBD. So not only did they do this with CBD, but they were able to do it with curcumin too. And what curcumin is, that's the good stuff that's in turmeric. I'm sure you've heard of people using turmeric in tea, turmeric in their food, turmeric emulsions. They put it in their smoothies. They're all trying to get this curcumin. And the curcumin is like the powerhouse of the anti-inflammatories, right? Fights tons of free radicals, great for your cardiovascular system and your digestive system. That's all stuff that we know. But it's really, really hard to absorb. It's really, really hard for your body to absorb curcumin and CBD. So what they did was when they wrapped it in this carbohydrate, they made it so super bioavailable, and it works so much better. So what I wanted to do tonight was basically tell you about all of my favorite things and share a little bit about the difference that's been making in some people's lives. So I made myself some notes because I wanted to quote some people. I recently made a couple of friends and reconnected with some other friends, and helps them get this product in their hands. So one of them, I got a text this morning actually from a friend, and she used the CBD daily for the first time this morning. She texted me like right before lunchtime, and she told me that after using it for the first time, she feels super zen. And then she questioned herself. She's like, am I making this up? Is this really how I'm feeling? And I said to her, listen, don't sell yourself short. If you're feeling really relaxed and you're feeling really good, if you think that you're maybe losing your mind, like, is this really helping like this? It is, because that jump from feeling really cruddy to feeling really, for like a long time, to feeling really good, it's amazing. Like that happy, relaxed, easygoing, like in the moment feeling that everyone likes to have. She got that. And it had been so long since she had that feeling that she didn't even believe that she was already feeling that good so soon. My mom's actually been using the CBD, and she was using it for a different reason. She was using it for some physical reasons. She just messaged here, and she said that her hip didn't hurt when she woke up this morning. And if you don't know her personally, and I'm sure that many of you don't because you're my friends and not hers, she's been struggling with that for a long time, and it's been really difficult for her, and it's frustrating. And it took her a little while, and she's been trying this CBD for what do you think, Mom? Like 3 weeks or something like that? 3 or 4 weeks. And it took her a while to figure out how much worked for her and when to use it, but it's working, and it's really, really great to see. It's my favorite part of all of this. One of my other friends, she was not sleeping well, and she decided to use one of our products. It's called Z's. CBD Z's. I'll tell you about it, give you some more details here in a minute. 2 weeks, she says, Mom was using it. Oh, that's awesome. And she hadn't been sleeping well. And you know when you don't sleep well and you wake up and you're a crank all day long, and then you try to go to bed, and then you lay there and you worry about the fact that you were a crank all day long and you don't want to do it again, so then you can't fall asleep because you're worried about it. That's a vicious cycle. I was totally there, and she was too. So she messaged me and she said that she had the most restful sleep that she's had in months. And she's been cracking me up because she keeps commenting on all of my posts saying, like, what does this do? How great is this? This is amazing. I can't believe how crazy this is. And she's totally right. It really is. And I know that this sounds like it's too good to be true, but this feeling that I have and all of these other people are having, like, just blown away. It's the reason. Oh, apparently, my new friend Nicole, my mom is her son's kindergarten teacher. Small world. How about that? So anyway, so this feeling that everyone is having, all of this awesome, these really crazy feelings, this is the reason why I decided that I was going to join this company. I finally, after 3 years, found something that I could really get behind and that I was super excited about sharing with everybody. It works. It changed my life. It's changing other people's lives. And here I am getting it to you, and I'm super pumped about it. So, let's talk about the CBD a little bit. The CBD that we use, that Bioreigns uses in their products, it's harvested in the U.S. from organic farms. The CBD is, it's from the hemp plant. A lot of people, I know there are a lot of misconceptions, and especially in a small town like ours. This is not marijuana. It's not going to make you high. It's a totally different plant. So the plants, like any plant, they have some similar chemicals. So that's why people kind of have this misconception of what it is. But this is hemp, not marijuana. And the CBD, one of the reasons why this feels like it's kind of a too good to be true type of situation is because the CBD supports a system in your body called the endocannabinoid system. And that system is in every part of your body. It supports all of your body. And what it basically does is kind of helps your whole body work better together. So when you're supporting a system that helps your whole body work better together, everything feels better. Everything. It's great for your digestive system. It's great for your endocrine system, your nervous system, your cardiovascular system. It's wonderful for joint support and digestive support and emotional and mood support. It's so good. So when they harvested, like I said, it's good for everything like that. And then they added the curcumin to it too. And the curcumin is known to help body manage pain and stress and inflammation. And when you put those two things together, it's like a powerhouse of body support. It is fantastic. And I want to tell you about some of my favorite products that they have, and I just want to explain everything about it. But here's the deal. There's a little bit of homework with this. While I go through all of this, I want you to take notes. I want you to write down anything that you think might be interesting to you, so that if you have questions later, you can come back to me. And also, there's going to be a little something that I'm going to share with you at the end here. So if you stick with me, you'll be glad you wrote all of this down. So, the CBD Daily. This is the CBD Daily. There are two kinds. There's a broad spectrum, which is this. The broad spectrum has a black lid and it has no THC in it. This was developed actually after they made their full spectrum, because the full spectrum does have trace amounts of THC in it, and the THC is one of the things that they test for when they do drug tests. So if you're someone who maybe works for a trucking company or works for a school district or something like that, and you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to explain that you're using CBD because you might have to take a drug test, go for the broad. Some people have better results with the full spectrum, but I have to tell you, Chris and I both use the CBD Daily broad spectrum, and it's been fantastic. This is what we both use for like multiple reasons. I started with CBD mostly for like mood support and emotional support and some balance and things like that. He went the completely opposite end. He was looking for CBD for some physical pain and some inflammation that he was having, and it's been great for both of us. So this is the CBD Daily. You can take this, use this every day, all day long. It is water dissolvable, so I just stick it in my lemonade or my coffee in the morning or my tea or whatever we're drinking. I just drop a couple drops of this and it sets me up for the rest of the day. So this is the CBD Daily. If you're considering one thing, I would say go for a daily or go for the Z's, which is the next thing I want to talk about. This is the CBD Z's. It has the curcumin and the CBD, just like the Daily does, but it has some other things too. It has neuropeptides, and I don't know if you guys know what that is. But basically what neuropeptides is, they help promote slow wave sleep patterns, which are like that when you get that really, really deep sleep. That's what you're going for. That's where those peptides get you. So they get you that really deep sleep. And then there's also some amino acids in here that help the brain produce serotonin, which is, I'm sure you know, which is where you get all of those happy feelings. Like when you eat a really, really big hot fudge sundae, all of those happy feelings, that's serotonin. All right. This gets you those feelings without the hot fudge sundae and gets you through the night. So basically what it does is it helps you relax. Helps your body relax, helps you stay relaxed, helps you get to sleep faster and have better sleep. I know some people are a little leery about taking something that's a sleep aid, especially if you have kids or little ones or anyone that you have to think about during the night. To tell you, for those of you who don't know me, I have a 3-year-old, well, almost 3-year-old, he'll be 3 in June. And he, you know how kids are. He'll sleep through the night for like 3 weeks straight, and then he'll have like 4 or 5 nights in a row where he's up 3 or 4 times. This stuff, it doesn't knock you out. It allows you to go to sleep naturally, just a little bit easier. And if he wakes up in the middle of the night, I'm up, I'm in his room, no problem. Get him settled, help him figure out whatever he needs to get figured out, and then I go right back to sleep. And when he was a newborn, and you get up 4 or 5 times a night with a newborn, I couldn't fall asleep. So I felt like it took me so long to get back to sleep when I needed that sleep. And this stuff just makes it so much easier when you do have to get up in the middle of the night to get back to sleep too. And I wake up feeling so super rested. If I had to pick between the daily and the Z's, I'd have a really hard time because they're both fantastic. So during the day, sometimes I don't feel like doing anything. And I'm sure you guys feel like that too. I can walk into my living room and look around and be like, I am not going to clean any of this up. Or walk into my kitchen and be like, I don't want to cook because I don't want to have to wash 47,000 dishes. When I'm feeling that way, I have a tendency to reach for my power stack. So here's our power stack. There's 2 things in it. The first thing is called Limitless. And this one's actually in a capsule. Most of the stuff is a liquid form, but these are capsules. You can break the capsules open, stick them in your tea. They don't taste like anything. They might turn a little orange, but they don't taste like anything. And the orange is from the curcumin that's in it too. But the Limitless was designed to boost your energy and your focus and your memory. So you have to think about Limitless as brain food with a little bit of kick. So if you need to scrub down your kitchen, have a Limitless. Chris likes to use it as a pre-workout supplement. He says, and he again tried it and then finally admitted to the fact that it was making a big difference. He uses it as a pre-workout supplement. He'll take 1 or 2, like 20 minutes before he goes to lift, and he'll go up and do like a 40-minute lift session. And he says that his mind to muscle connection is crazy. The difference that he makes. He gets such a better workout when he's using that Limitless than he does without it. So I have to keep ordering Limitless because Chris likes to work out every day. So when I need some pep in my step, that's what I go for. And when Chris does his workout, that's what he reaches for too. The other part of the power stack, it's called Biolean. And if you are working out or doing any type of physical activity with the goal to help to kind of slim down, this is a really, really great way to help your body get to where you want it to do. So it also has the CBD and the curcumin in it, reduces the inflammation, boosts your cardiovascular system, and it also has yohimbine, and is from the yohimbine tree that's from in Africa. And basically what that does is that blocks fat burning inhibitors that your body has. So naturally, when your body puts on fat, it's trying to save up for something for whatever reason. We used to be hunters and gatherers, and you needed those layers of fat to survive, right? We don't need those anymore. Nobody wants those anymore. They just make everything a little bit harder. So the CBD lean, the Biolean, it has the CBD, like I said, and the curcumin, and those yohimbine, it helps your body burn the fat that you already have. And it reduces those blockers that your body has to save and hang on to that fat tissue, because you don't need it and the way that we used to, but our bodies just aren't designed to function that way anymore. So that helps. Put the 2 of them together. People are using them as, like I said, pre-workouts and then helping to burn those calories faster. They are slimming up and they're going to be prepped for the summer. Speaking of prepped for the summer, another thing, this is kind of the different way to go about it. This is called a Derm Effect, and it is a skin serum. It is not, you don't eat this, obviously. You just put it on your skin. It is the only thing I use. I am horrible at skincare. I wash my face in the shower with way too hot water and not nearly often enough. And this is the only thing I put on, like, ever. I have no makeup on. And my skin, it's awesome. Like, look at it. My skin's never been this good. Crazy, right? So this has the CBD in it too. But it also has hyaluronic acid. And I'm sure you've heard about that. There's a commercial where they're like, hyaluronic, right? Yeah, so this is that. The hyaluronic acid is a super, super moisturizer. So it helps boost your collagen, your collagen development in your skin. It improves the elasticity and puts crazy moisture in your system. The Derm Effect was actually designed for to help people who are burn victims. It's so great for your skin and helps your skin recover so quickly that it was designed for burn victims. And so let me tell you, I don't know if you saw this, but if you have a chance, head to my Facebook page and check out my sunburn from a couple of nights ago. I got fried. I usually wear my hair down, and I was not expecting it to be as lovely a day as it was. And my hair was up, and I took my sweatshirt off, and I paid for it. So, like, I didn't even realize I was burnt until Chris came up behind me and, like, poked me. And then I was on fire on the back of my neck. Jumped in the shower, had Chris put that Derm Effect all over the back of my neck, and then the very next day I was feeling so much better. Didn't even think about looking. Looked in the mirror like 24 hours later, and my sunburn was almost completely gone. You could barely even tell that it was even there. And it's wonderful. So not only is it super great for your skin, but it's really great for things like sunburn and any types of blemishes, or even if you burn your fingers like in the kitchen or anything, it's so good for that. So, just a few more things, guys. I'll promise I'm going to hurry up through it, but gummies. There are gummies available for those of you who don't want to worry about carrying around a glass jar or having to remember to put something in your coffee in the morning, because I know that sometimes can be hard. But the gummies are available in two different styles. There's the organic gummies, which is these, and there's non-organic gummies. They taste the same. They're fantastic. They're so good that you're going to have to hide them from your family or yourself if you like candy, because they're that good. Here you can see like the organic ones. They don't have any food coloring in them, so you don't have to worry about if you have little ones who are maybe having some concentration issues with school. Well, not so much school anymore, but schoolwork. If you need one to like slow down and take a deep breath, and you need a moment, have a gummy. And if you can't use like any like Red 40 or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it because it's not even in there. Other topical options. There's a whole relief line. This is the relief cream. It is kind of like Icy Hot, only better, because it has the curcumin and the CBD in it, and it sinks into your skin because there's no oil in it. It's all water dissolvable. Every one of these things is water dissolvable. So what it does is it sinks into your skin and provides some really, really awesome deep muscle relief in ways that I didn't expect it to help. You got cramps? Derm Effect. Pulled a muscle? Derm Effect. You hunched over, your cookies that you're baking, or you spent all day cleaning and your back is sore. Relief cream, for sure. Not the Derm Effect, sorry. The relief cream. It's so good. It also comes in a pot of salve that's a little bit thicker, and that's really, really nice if you can get your husband to massage your feet. But if you can't, power to you. The relief cream also comes in a roller. So if you're one of those people that likes to get out hiking and go biking and stuff, and you want something that you don't want to get on your hands for whatever reason, the roller is so nice because you can just throw it in your gym bag, throw it in your backpack, and take it with you, and it's really, really nice. My dad had knee surgery 2.5 years ago or so, and he still aches. He still has aches and pains, and he likes to use the relief cream whenever he's feeling that tightness, because it really helps. It really helps that his knee relax and really helps take off some of that edge. There's a lotion, and if you want a little bit of pampering, that lotion is really nice. You can get it in lemongrass or mint. So if you don't like mint, the lemongrass is really, really refreshing. The scents are really, really light, so you are not going to get overwhelmed with smells to the face with the hand lotion. And it's good for your whole body. Use it on your feet, use it on your knees, use it all this summer whenever you're out in the sun getting that extra sun exposure, which is great for vitamin D, but not so great for your skin. And it will help your skin recover from that really quickly. Two more things. There is a pet CBD that's available. If you have been following along on my Facebook page at all, you'll know that I have a kitty named Miles, and she's like the equivalent of every possible scaredy cat image you could have in your head right now. She is 12 or 13 years old, and she still runs from my husband. If I walk up the stairs and I am too noisy up the stairs, she runs and hides. We started giving her the pet CBD about a week and a half ago, and yesterday It was nap time, so the house was quiet. She comes strolling into the living room, looks around at me, climbs up on this chair that I'm sitting in, sits on my lap and takes a nap. And okay, so you probably don't get that that's a really big deal, but that's huge. She hasn't done that like ever. Ever. She would like when she was really little, she would climb into bed and she would sleep in the very, very bottom corner of the bed because she liked to be near you, but she didn't want you to touch her. You know, that was too much. That was too much pressure for her. So she would run and hide. If you moved, she was gone. If you rolled over, she was gone. She just couldn't do it. She climbed into my lap and fell asleep. She purred on my lap and fell asleep yesterday. And I just sat here for like an hour. Chris came in from work, came banging in the front door, and she just got down and went over and looked at him. It was awesome. So she's having like wonderful results, and we're so happy that she's really relaxed and enjoying it. So one more thing. This is Biodefense. Biodefense does not have CBD in it. It does have curcumin in it, and it was designed to help boost your immune system and your immune response. There's vitamin D in it, also wrapped with that carbohydrate that I talked about at the beginning of the video. Very much more bioavailable than it used to be. It has tons and tons of really good stuff in it, and I use it. I give it to my toddler if we're headed out, because you just don't know. You don't know what you're running into, and I feel like this is an easy way to boost his immune system and help the rest of his body function a little bit better too. And if I'm going to use it, he can use it too. That's it. That's all of the things. You guys are awesome for sticking with me for so long. I really appreciate it. So if you made it this far, thank you. Again, if you caught this live, put an emoji in the comments to let me know how you're feeling tonight. If you caught this on a replay, type in replay so I know so I know where you're coming from. And if you want information on how to get this stuff in your hands too, feel free to comment here on the video, send me a private message, however you want to do it. And I can help you figure out maybe the best place to start. Right now, they're doing a promo. With any order, you get a free sample. So if there's maybe one or two things you're thinking about trying, one you're not so sure about, and one you really are like, okay, I'm ready to try this, order the one you're ready to try and get a sample of the other one. So it's like you get a little bit of both. I asked you to do a little homework, right? I asked you to write down, take notes on all these things that I was going to share with you, and kind of make a list of things that you might be interested in. So here's the deal. I have a giant box that my phone is actually propped up on right now, so I'm going to have to move everything. A giant box of travel size. I have travel size gummies, I have travel size daily, I have travel size sleep, and I have travel size limitless. I have travel size gummies in the organic and the non-organic, so if you want yours to be bright and pretty, go for the non-organic, and if you don't care, go for either one. But I have them, right? So I don't even know how many I have. I have a bunch, I'll show you. But what I want you to do, take all the stuff that you wrote down, send a private message to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the samples that I have and I'm going to give them all out. Everyone gets to pick one. Everyone who sends me their list of all of the samples that, they're not samples, sorry, they're travel size. Everyone can send me their list of all of the products that they thought might be interesting. And if I have a sample, I'll get it to you. All right. So I think that's it. Yeah. I was just so excited to share all of this with you, and I really appreciate you jumping on and taking a peek and having a look, and let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to message me. You can comment on any of my Facebook posts. You can, if you know me personally, send me a text message. Doesn't really matter, but I'm here for you, and I'm ready to help you start feeling better, and let me show you this awesome box of travel size goodness. Here we go. Will it let me flip my camera while I'm live? Oh yeah, there we go. Look. Gummies, limitless. Here is the full spectrum. Here's the CBDZs, and here's the CBD broad spectrum. So if any of those were on your wish list, send me a message and I'll get one to you. Have a great night, everybody.